we're going to look today is indexing, and in this video we're going to cover the practical explanations totally. We can create index via query as well as via designer also. Let's first see via designer. First we need to expand on the appropriate table in which we want to create an index. There's index folder. Here we can see the existing indexes. So to create an index, just right click. As we can create only one cluster index, that's why, and it is already created, that's why it is disabled. So I can create a non-cluster index. Here we can specify the name of the index and the columns we can include as a key column and included columns. Two types of columns we can basically add like this. And here we can change the sort order, that in which order we want to sort, either in ascending or descending. While in case of included column, they are not the key columns basically, so we don't have any sorting type of stuffs to modify them. So in this way we can create our index from designer. We can also disable and delete them via designer only, like disable from this, and we can delete from here also. Let me delete the non-cluster index as we are going to recreate it. Yeah, here it is deleted. And now coming on to the query method. This is basically the syntax to create the index via query. Create index name on table name followed by the columns. So you can specify multiple columns. Here this AC stands for the ascending or descending. It is basically specify the sort order, in which order we want to sort. And this is a drop query to drop an index. Drop index name on table name. And if you want to see the indexes or any other information on our table, we just need to select the table and press Alt F1. One second, the database is not selected. Let me select it. Yeah, so here we'll see the entire information related to the table: primary keys, foreign key relationship, cluster indexes, non-cluster indexes, what are the columns, they are nullable or not, what is their length, what are their types, what is the type of table, on which time the table is created, and so on. So currently we are found that only one index is there, which is on primary key and which is the cluster index. So let me create a non-cluster index. One second, I have pressed Ctrl R to hide this result panel. So let me create the column, sorry, index. Yeah, other than that, if we only want to see the index information, we can use the predefined SP, which is provided by SQL Server, and it is like that. It will only give us the index related information. So this is the index which we have created just now, and let me drop it. So this is, I have dropped it and I have created it. Yeah, so in this way we can create the index and drop it. Now we have seen two things here when we are creating the index via designer. One is the include column and one is the key column. So include column is something which is basically a non-key column, and these include column improvises our query performance. When all the columns of a selector statement are in index either as a key column or either as a non-key column, that is an included column, it somehow improvises the performance of query. And the performance gain basically are achieved because the query optimizer can directly locate all those columns which are used in an index without being looking onto the table data and without being looking onto the index data. So that's why performance gains are achieved. Second most important thing about this non-included columns are that the non-key columns or the included columns should be used with a select clause, and they should not be used with where clause, order by clause, with group by clause, and they should not be used in any condition with joins also. And as I already specified, these include columns are not a key columns, so they are not in order. So this means they are not useful for sorting purpose, and we have seen that in case of included column there is no option to select sorting. Like if I select one column here, I have the option to apply sort order, but if I select a column here, I don't have the option for a sort order. So they are not helpful for sorting purpose because they are not a key columns. And that's all for the practical point of view. And if anything is there, please post your comments and queries. This is Rameez from Coding Studio. Thanks for watching.